Hi everyone, this is Radhika Bhandari, and I'm here for you all, for all the age group people, to make sure that if you are scared of mathematics, then I'm there to remove your fear and make you comfortable with the hacks that I'm going to tell you about. Now, these hacks are very important because they can be applied anywhere in mathematics, wherever mathematics is applicable, and you all can learn it, whether it's a child or whether it's mama or it's papa. So I'm here for you all to give you some hacks to show that maths is really fun. Now, what happens exactly? That children are, from the very beginning, they are made to understand that maths is something they should be scared of. But no, mathematics is not to feel scared of. ये वो सब्जेक्ट है जो हम सबको बहुत आसानी से आ सकता है, provided हम अगर थोड़ा थोड़ा इस पे ध्यान दें. So I, Radhika Bhandari, heartily thanks Mothers Without Borders Global Group for bringing me here on this YouTube live session. And I am here to tell you how the subject of mathematics can be learned easily and smoothly. Now, you must have heard that there's something called King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. Suna hai aapne? If you have not, then I'm not here for any English class. I'm just telling you that maths को हल्का फुल्का बनाने के लिए जब हम metric conversion करते हैं, जहाँ पे किलो, हेक्टो, डेका, डेसी, यूनिट्स ये सब आते हैं, तो हम बच्चों को कैसे इस चीज को याद कराएं, उसको संभालने के लिए, उसको समझने के लिए, what we can make them learn is King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk, wherein the king ka K stands for kilo, the Henry ka H stands for hecto, doesn't ka D stands for deca, the unit usually, the drink ka D stands for deci, the chocolate ka C stands for centi, and the milk ka M stands for milli. Now the largest unit is kilo and the smallest is milli, and they all have a difference of 10 times. You step down from the kilo to milli, you have to keep multiplying them with 10 with respect to kilo. The milli is the smallest one, and the kilo is the largest one. So King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. This way you can make them learn what is the series they can do the metric conversion in. Well, now going about this, I would say that maths वो सब्जेक्ट है जिसमें हम शेप्स को, नंबर्स को, क्वांटिटीज को स्टडी करते हैं, और बच्चे इन शेप्स से, इन नंबर्स से प्यार करना सीखेंगे तब जब हम उनके फंडामेंटल्स क्लियर करेंगे. फंडामेंटल्स क्लियर करने के लिए हमें ये ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि जब वो छोटे हैं तो उनके प्राइमरी क्लासेस से ही हम उनको इंट्रोड्यूस कर दें, अपने आसपास के चीजों से उनको अवगत कराएं, उनको नॉलेज दें that what exactly numbers are for and how we can play with the numbers and find them attracting and interesting. Attractive and interesting, I'm sorry. So like बच्चे हैं, जैसे वो fractions learn करते हैं, तो fractions में उनको ये बात समझनी सबसे पहले जरूरी है कि खाली उनको addition, subtraction, multiplication, division ही नहीं सीखना है, उनको जानना है कि fraction होता क्या है. Now fractions are basically part of a whole. Now fractions are exactly part of a whole, which means that the numerator part is just a section of the denominator part. Like say if you are explaining 3/5, which is a fraction, so basically it is 3 out of the total 5. Now if somebody says like the fraction to be understood as 3 parts out of the 5 parts, it will become much more easier to, like, you give them 5 things and you take away 3 things. Now when you take away 3 things, it automatically becomes the two part which are left. So you can say the taken part is 3 out of 5. The remaining part is 2 out of 5, which is 2 upon 5. So make them aware of the fractions, make them aware of the parts, make them aware of what does these things signify. Apart from that, you need to make them understand that numerator and denominator, they also have significance somewhere, that if the numerator is small and the denominator is big, we call them as proper fraction. Because if it is 3 upon 5, it is understood that it is a proper thing to define proper fraction. But if we say 5 upon 3, the numerator, the upar wala part, upar wala number goes higher and the niche wala denominator number goes lower. So we call this as improper fraction because basically it becomes 5 upon 3. Now the next step goes to like changing it into mixed fraction wherein a whole number and a fraction part comes. So when we introduce all these concepts from the very beginning, it becomes easier for the children to understand the fundamentals of mathematics. Because remember, please remember that the mathematics is a subject which is as easy as you take it to be and as difficult as you take it here. And apart from that, there are multiple things wherein we learn about numbers. Like, for example, if I ask any children, if any child, that give me the difference between prime and composite. Now, the answer should come like this. The prime numbers are those which have just two factors, which means 1 and the number itself. Because you know that 1 can divide any number, right? And the number is divided by itself all the time. You can divide 17 by 17. You can divide 29 by 29. You can divide 31 by 31, so on and so forth. So that is how it goes like. And the composite numbers are those which have more than 2 factors, which means 1, the number itself, and 1 more or 2 more or 3 more or n number of factors which can be there. This is the meaning of prime. This is the difference between the prime number and the composite number. Now, with example, 11 is a prime number because it can be divided by only 1 and 11. 13 is a prime number. It can be divided by 1 and 13. Similarly, 6 is a composite number because it can be divided by 1, 6, and apart from that, 2 and 3 as well. So that is why we call it composite number. Now, talking about 1, we say that 1 is neither prime nor composite. Why? Because this is an exception. Now, for all the rules, there is always an exception. So 1 is neither taken as prime nor as composite. And this, if a child knows, this helps too well in case of probabilities. When they do the sums of probabilities, that is another topic of mathematics, they do it well. That is how the mathematics fundamentals should be explained. Another thing which the children should be made to understand is the fraction, decimal, and percentage conversion. The fractions, which means part of a whole, like if you say 11 out of 20, right? Now 11 upon 20, suppose you have to convert it into percentage. You just have to do what? That make the denominator 100. Now 11 upon 20, how will you make that denominator 100? By multiplying it by 5. Now, when you are multiplying the denominator by 5, automatically you have to multiply the numerator also by 5. So basically 11 upon 20 becomes 11 5s are 55, 20 5s are 100. So it becomes 55 upon 100, and just upon 100 is taken off, and that changes and converts into something called percent sign. So 11 upon 20 changes to 44 upon 100, and we call this as 44%. Why? Because percent means per means every, cent means century, that is the 100. So for every 100, out of every 100, anything you define, anything means any number which you define out of every number, that is considered as the percentage. So 44 out of 100 is taken as 44%. And similarly, if you have to change this number into decimal, now this is 44 upon 100. 100 has 2 zeros. So what you do, you count from the right side, 4, 4, and put the decimal. So you remove the 100 and you put 0.44. So 11 upon 20 is equal to 44%, which is equal or equivalent to 0.44. Another example of this conversion we can understand is by taking 7 upon 25. Now 7 upon 25, how to convert 25 into 100? Because the denominator needs to be converted into 100. So 7 upon 25, the numerator and the denominator both has to be multiplied with 4. 7 fours are 28. 25 fours are 100. So 7 upon 25 becomes 28 upon 100. Basically 28%, because upon 100 is taken as percentage. So this becomes 28%. And similarly 28 upon 100. So that 100 has 2 zeros. So this takes 8 and 2 and then the decimal point and you get 0.28. Simple. 0.28 is equal to 28 upon 100 or the 28% or 7 upon 25. So basically you are given any fraction, you try to change the denominator to 100. In case if it is not if there is a number called 15 or 18 or something which doesn't which cannot be multiplied with some number that will change it to 100, then there is another method for it which we can discuss later. So now, since I'm here to explain you certain hacks of mathematics which will make it really fun, so I'm switching over to my Mr. Whiteboard. So now you will be seeing me in the form of my hands working on the board. Okay, so here comes the first hack. The first hack goes like that. In case if you have to find a square of some number which ends in 5, how will you find it? Now say, suppose I have a number called 45 and I have to find the square of it. Now 45 square simply means 45 multiplied with 45, right? Now what you have to simply do, you take the successor. Successor means the next number coming forward. So 4 ka successor is 5. You multiply these two numbers and you get 20. And you do the 5 of a square, you get 25. So basically, the square of 45 comes as 2025. As simple as that. Got it? Okay, I'll explain with one more example. Say, suppose you have to find the square of 65. Now, 65 is a number which is ending on 5. So we have to find the square of 65. 65 square means 65 multiplied with 65. Now, if you have to do 65 into 65, then you will be needing some 1.5 to 2 minutes. But no, you just take the successor. 6 ka successor is 7. And then you multiply both of them. You get the product of 6 and 7 is 42. And the 5 ka square, that is 25. So basically, 65 square comes to 4225. Isn't that easy? Well, to make it more clear, I'll give you another example of finding a square. Now you can say that, okay, 2-digit number, does it work with a 3-digit number as well? Oh, yes. No, for sure. Suppose if you have to find 105 square. Now 105 is also ending on 2. So basically it will be 105 multiplied with 105, right? And so 105 into 105 आप करिए और हम भी करते हैं. आप मल्टीप्लाई करिए और मैं करती हूँ इसको हैक से, शॉर्टकट मेथड से. So 10 का successor is 11. 10 into 11 gives me 110, and the square of 5 gives me 25, and I'm ready with the answer as 11025. And I'm sure that you must be multiplying 105 with 105 still. Okay, so I hope you people must have found it interesting to learn. Please keep this in mind, and when you will become handy with this, thoda revise karte rahenge, so you will automatically find it easier to understand. Now, this question is for my audience. Who can give me answer for 75 square as soon as possible? Just let me know. This is 75 square, and I'm giving you a minute to calculate the square of 75. Well, this is a question for you to attempt. And once you finish completing it, then also give me the answer for 85 square. That is 85 into 85, but not by the traditional method of 85 into 85. You have to use the hack and quickly do it orally. So who is ready with the answer? Well, I'm waiting for few more answers to come, and at the end, you will get all the answers. Well, now coming to the second hack of the day. I hope that you all must have enjoyed learning this first hack, and you will be showing it to your children if they are not watching it with you, or to your hubby when they get free from the office time. Now comes the second hack, which is finding the square of 3-digit number. Finding the squares of 3-digit numbers easily. Now, say suppose you are given number 104. Okay, so this is a 3-digit number, and you have to find the square of it. Well, that's I got certain answers of 75. Yes, Chanda, you are correct. And for 85 square, I haven't got the answer as yet, which is correct. So keep trying. Now comes the second hack, which is 104 square. Now, as easy as that, instead of doing it 104 multiplied with 104, what you do is you write the number 104 and add the last 2 digits to it. So 104 plus 04 gives you 108, right? Now, this is 108, and the last 2 digits, sorry, and the last 2 digits, you take the square. So 04 square will be 4 4s are 16. And voila, your answer, the 104 square is 10816. Isn't it easy? Isn't it comfortable? So 104 into 104 gives you answer as 10816. Okay, so Arnab, I hope you must have noted it down, because ध्यान रखिएगा, मैं अपने बच्चों को भी ये बात बताती हूँ कि याद नहीं रहता है, याद रखना पड़ता है, और वो कब होता है जब आप पेन और पेंसिल से किसी चीज को नोट करते हैं. So keep writing and keep noting it down, because it is really useful. You can use it as games also. जब आप प्ले वे मेथड से अपने बच्चों को मैथमेटिक्स सिखाएंगे, तो आप खुद ही देखेंगे कि बच्चों को मैथमेटिक्स बहुत अच्छी लगने लग गई है. So now coming to this number 109 square. Now, as simple as that, This is 109. So the last two digits I am going to add to it. 109 plus 9, and that gives me 118. Right? Now this 118, and I'm going to get the square of last two digits. That is 9 squared. So 9 nines are 81. So the answer for 109 into 109 is easy, 118 and 81. Isn't that easy and comfortable? I hope you all must be agreeing with me that yes, it has really made you feel that mathematics is fun. Okay, so in case if you're still finding it difficult, let me go with one more example. 113 squared. Now, 113 squared. So what we will be doing? 113 plus the last two digits, that is 13. And quickly, we know that orally we can do it. It is 126. And 13 square. So 13 square means 13 into 13, which is 169. Now here is the catch is that you, for this square, you just have to take the two digits. This one goes as a carry. So what you will do, 126, and below that 169. This one goes carried to the 6, and you are left with answer 12769. So 113 into 113 makes what? 12769. Thank you so much for the compliments. I hope you people are learning it well and enjoying it too. If you are enjoying it, that makes it really successful. Well, so I am now going to give you some question on this. So now what you have to do is that you have to find the answer for 125 square. Now this is the question for you, the audience. You have to bring to the answer table that what will be the square of 125 quickly, without using your calculator, without multiplying it by traditional method, just the way I have shown. Just go ahead with it and give me the answer. Well, don't wait for my answer because I'll not be giving you that right now. It's for you. If you learn the hack, you'll be able to do it quickly within 30 seconds. And that's what is the purpose of hacks. And that is what mathematics is. It's all about fun. Learn it the easy way. So I hope you people are ready with your answers and have given in the answer part. I'll be moving to the another trick that you're going to learn today. And the third thing to learn is butterfly method. Now, why we call it butterfly method? Because the shape of butterfly gets created while we do the addition and subtraction of the fractions. It sounds rhyming as well. So, butterfly method, suppose we are given 4 upon 5 plus 2 upon 7. This is a fraction. Now, you all must be aware, 4 is the numerator, 5 is the denominator. 4 upon 5 means out of the total 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, all equal 5 parts. You have taken 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, this shows 4 upon 5 or 4 out of 5. This is the meaning of the fraction. So you have 4 upon 5 added 2 upon 7. Now comes the first wing of butterfly, that is 4, 7. So 4 sevens are 28. You multiply these two. Then 2 5s are 10. 2 5s are 10. And you multiply these two, 5 into 7, 35. So there is a sign of plus in between. So what you do, you add the 28 plus 10 and you get 38 upon 35. So basically, 4 sevens are 28, 5 twos are 10, 28 plus 10, 38 upon 5 sevens are 35. As simple and as quick as that. Easy one. This is called butterfly method. Now for 125 square, if somebody is giving me the answer 13125, no, that is not correct. And 17025 also is not correct because it is 125. 125 square. The question given to you is 125 square. So you will be adding 125 and the last two digits. Okay, so this is called the butterfly method. Now, in order to make it a little more comfortable for you to explain the fraction to your child, this is 38, this is 35, this is numerator, this is denominator. Since numerator is greater than denominator, we call this as improper fraction. Now, this is improper fraction, so we have to change this into the mixed fraction. So we divide 38 by 35, we get the quotient as 1. You are left with the remainder 3 and you write down the denominator as the divisor. So basically, this is quotient remainder upon divisor. This is how the improper fractions are changed into mixed fraction. Well, that's an added part of this. We are into butterfly method. So that is a quicker method of finding the answer. Instead of like what children do is like changing the denominators, finding the LCM, changing the denominators, and then adding them up and finally solving it. So rather, this is a quick method because when the child is writing the subjective paper, obviously the entire method has to be given for with the LCM and addition part. But if the child is giving some competitions, then what you can do is you can make them learn this method, butterfly method, and they can go ahead with the solving it quickly and jumping off to the another MCQ questions. Another example I'll give you is 3 upon 4 plus 4 by 7. Now again, the butterfly is formed. 3 sevens are 21. 4 fours are 16. 4 sevens are 28. So there is an addition. So 21 plus 16 will give you 37 upon 28. As simple as that. 3 sevens are 21, 4 fours are 16, 21 plus 16, 37 upon 4 sevens are 28. Simple, easy. देखा और बच्चे को आंसर क्विकली बता दिया. पर समझा के, not like that कि बस आंसर बता दिया. You should be clear about how it is done. Okay, now one of subtraction as well, like say 6 upon 11 minus 3 upon 10. So 6 upon 11 minus 3 upon 10, it will go like another wing of butterfly. 6 tens are 60. 3 11s are 33. 11 tens are 110. So you have 60 minus 33. Now, since it is a sign of minus here, 60 minus 33, that gives you 27 upon 110. This is a proper fraction because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So I hope I'm able to make myself clear. Now comes the quiz time. Tring, tring. So audience, please solve this for me as soon as possible, applying the hack. 5 upon 7 plus 6 upon 11. And also do it quickly with the butterfly method. 7 upon 10 minus, I hope and I suppose and I believe that while I'm writing, most of you must have solved it orally in your mind and must be ready with the answer. So 7 upon 12 minus 7 upon 10 minus 5 upon 12. Quickly apply the butterfly method and just let me know what will be the answer. Thank you for the compliments. You must love the butterfly because butterfly is also a creation which has mathematics involved. Well, be ready with the answer of 5 upon 7 plus 6 upon 11. Do type in the answer box and for 7 upon 10 minus 5 upon 12. I hope that now you must be able to do it orally. Okay, so now coming to the fourth hack. I hope my audience is enjoying learning these tricks and will remember them. So the fourth. Now, as I'm writing a Roman numeral here, IV, that is 4, it reminds me of one fun fact about mathematics is that Roman numerals does not have any 0 in it. They start from 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 10, but their 10 is just X. That is how they represent. They do not have any 0. So this is one of the fun facts which you should also be aware of. And so I share. Now comes another hack, which is multiplying the 2-digit numbers by 11. It is very, very easy and very, very simple. Say, suppose you have to multiply 32 with 11. Very easy. What you will do, you will take 2 here at the end. You will take 3 here at the beginning and just add up these two. 3 plus 2, 5, and you put it in the middle and it becomes 352. As simple as that. (97 by 77 is correct answer for the butterfly method. And for the subtraction part, it is 34 by 120. Yes, correct answer has come. Thank you, audience. You people are really learning it quick and fast. Love you for this. Well, so you can see that how easy it is for multiplying any 2-digit number with 11. Another example, should I give? Yes, for sure. You all must be saying, so 45 into 11. How easy? You take the 5 at the last, you take the 4 at the beginning, you add them up, and you get 9. 4 plus 5, 9. And you put it in between and you get the answer for 45 multiplied 11 gives you 495. I hope this is really cool trick. Another example, I'm just loving it. I love this number 11. The divisibility test of 11 and the table of 11. I simply love this number. And since this number reminds me of 1 and 1 makes 11, यानी 1 और 1 मिलके 11 होते हैं, तो वो मुझे यूनिटी की और ताकत की बात बताता है. इसलिए I am in love with this number. There are 2 special numbers which I really love. One is 5, which is my birth date, and another is 11 because it shows so many things, and it is a very cute and very sweet number. It's such a friendly number that it really helps its partner in multiplication. Another example I would like to give you. Now here you have to remember that what happens if you add the 2 digits. See, yes, one thing as a mathematics teacher, I would love to tell all of you that 92 is a number and 9 and 2 are the 2 digits. So this is first digit at one's place, and this is the digit at tens place. So digits are basically from 0 to 9, single entity, and with the combination of these digits forms the number. So I have a number called 92. It has 2 digits. So when you multiply them with 11, now what happens? You put 2 at the end and you put 9 at the beginning. But when you add 9 plus 2, you will say the answer comes 11. Now at single place, we cannot put 2 digits because for every place value, we can have only 1 digit. There can be just 1 digit at ones place, 1 digit at tens place, 1 digit at 100 place, 1 digit at thousandth place, 1 digit at 10,000th place, and so on, so forth. You can just have one place for each. You cannot have 2 digits in one place. So now you will say, Radhika, you have not taught me this. No problem. What we will do here, we will carry this left wala 1 to 9. So we will put 1 here, and this 1 will get carried to the 9 and get added up. So the answer we come up with 1, 0, 9 plus 1 is 10, and 1 and 2. So 92 multiplied with 11 gives you 1012. Similarly, I'll go with another one, 93 into 11. So this 3 comes at last, this 9 comes at beginning. 9 plus 3 gives you 12. So this is plus 1 and 2 here. So you get 9 plus 1, 10, 1, 0, 2, 3. I hope you are comfortable learning this trick. Well, if you have noted it down and you have learned it well and you have understood it pretty easily, and you can say now, oh, multiplication with 11 of 2-digit numbers is very easy. So I'll give you another pair of questions. So do this for me. 95 multiplied 11 and 86 multiplied with 11. What will be the answer for 95 into 11 and 86 into 11? I know you can do it. Try this hack and you will love it. $95 into 11 and 86 into 11. So shall I rub it here? And I hope you people are ready with the answers. Well, now coming to another hack, which is the application of identity. Now, applying this identity, I would tell you that there are 3 identities. Basically, when algebra starts for the students, they learn the constants, which is the number part, and the variables, wherein they are introduced with alphabets in mathematics, like they have to use A, B, C, X, Y, Z, P, Q, R, all those things in mathematics. Why? Because we cannot define one certain value to certain set of things. So that is why what we do, we use the algebra, wherein we take the help of some alphabets. So the first identity which the children learn is a plus b whole square, and that is defined as a square plus 2ab plus b square. Second identity the children learn is a minus b whole square, which is a square minus times 2a into b plus the b square. First number square, second number square added up, and subtraction of 2 times first number and the second number. So these are first 2 identities, and the hack which I'm going to tell you is about the third identity, using this identity, which is a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Now, how this hack came to my mind is that suppose if you take A and B two numbers such that they are consecutive. Like if you say that A is 10 and B is 9. So basically A is 10 and B is 9, which means you have to find the difference, that is the subtraction. You have to find the difference of the squares of two consecutive numbers which are 10, 9 and 10. So obviously putting the bigger number first, 10 square minus 9 square, and I say that the answer is 90. Now you will say, how come? Because if you do not know this identity, obviously how you will be going like 10 square, that is 10 tens are 100, minus 9 square, that is 9 nines are 81. So you will be doing 100 minus 81, and 10 minus 1 gives you 9, 9 minus 8 gives you 1, and so you get 90. So instead of finding the square and subtracting it, what I have done is just add the two numbers. Why? Because if these two numbers are consecutive, the A minus B will change to 1. So 10 minus 9 gives you 1, and 1 multiplied with A plus B means you are just adding up the base numbers whose squares difference you have to find. If I'm sounding little complicated with all mathematical terms, okay, तो मैं समझाती हूँ आपको कुछ example से, like 20 square minus 19 square. Now, with a traditional method, what you will do, 20 square, you will do 20 into 20, and you will say it is 400, right? And then you will do 19 into 19, 9 nines are 81, 9 ones are 9, plus 8, 17, 0, 1 nines are 9, 1 ones are 1, so you get 361, right? So what will happen here? That you will do 400 minus the 361, and what answer you will get? You will simply get this answer as doing 20 plus 19, and that is equal to 39. So isn't it easy? Instead of doing all such kind of things and getting the answer as 39, you are simply adding the two digits because these two numbers are consecutive. This doesn't work for 22 square minus 20 square. No, it will not work because these two numbers are not consecutive. 20 के बाद 22 नहीं आता है, 21 आता है. So do not try this with this. वहाँ पे difference will be there. A minus B वाला part आ जाएगा identity का. So there will be a little different answer. Right? So another example for this I'll give, and then I'll give you the question. Say 25 square minus 24 square. So 25 square minus 24 square. Simple, I'll say that it is 25 plus 24, and that gives you answer as 49. So instead of doing 25 square, finding the 25 square, which is 625, and then finding the 24 square, some number 24 into 24, and finding the answer and subtracting and getting the answer. So you will see 4 4s are 16, 4 2s are 8, 9, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 6, no, it's not 576. So it is 625 minus 576, that is equal to 49. So obviously, इतना करने की बजाय आपने सिर्फ 25 और 24 को add किया, and you get the answer as 49. I hope you must have liked this trick because after all, it's all about algebra. So algebra is one subject thing. Algebra is that part of mathematics which really helps other part of mathematics to become easier. So now the question for you audience is 13 square minus 12 square. Oral and quick. And another one, 44 square minus 43 square. And please remember, you do not have to 44 into 44 and then 43 into 43 and then subtracting. So you just have to, what you have to do? Just have to add the base numbers. These are exponents. Anything which has power, like say suppose some number A has some power, so say to the power 3. So this a is called the base and 3 is called the exponent or the index of the power. 13 is the base here, 12 is the base here, 44 is the base here, 43 is the base here. Just add the numbers and you get the answer orally. So you can make up more and you can throw these questions. जैसे हम अपने बच्चों के साथ घर में खेलते हैं atlas, like the countries Antakshari. Similarly, we can play the number Antakshari as well. बस फर्क ये है कि इसमें ending वाला letter नहीं होगा जिससे आपको दूसरा sum create करना है. It's just that we are throwing certain numbers with certain kind of identities or certain kind of acts, and your children are answering it. And mind it, इस बात को याद रखिए कि बच्चे हमेशा आपकी बात सुनते हैं. तो अगर आप उनके साथ खेल खेल में मैथ्स को हल्का फुल्का कर देंगे तो यकीन मानिए कि वो मैथ्स को बहुत प्यारे ढंग से, बहुत अच्छे ढंग से लेंगे और भागेंगे नहीं. मैथ्स वो सब्जेक्ट नहीं है जिससे डरा जाए. मैथ्स वो सब्जेक्ट है जिससे प्यार किया जाए. So now I hope that I am able to make myself clear to all of you and you people are liking the hacks. And डर अगर खत्म हो गया हो तो पूरे जोरों खरोश के साथ लिखिए that I'm not scared of mathematics and I've started loving it. Do give your comments, please. And I am really thankful to Mothers Without Borders Global Group for giving me this chance. Now comes another hack which I love because sometimes it becomes really quick and interesting. क्योंकि कभी-कभी आप जब नंबर से प्ले अराउंड करते-करते थक जाते हैं तो क्या होता है, नंबर्स को देखने का मन नहीं करता है बच्चों का स्पेशली. तो क्या कर सकते हैं, हम उनको बता सकते हैं कि इसको आसानी से दूसरे ढंग से कर लो. ठीक, सपोज आई एम गिविंग यू अ नंबर 21 multiplied with 32. You will be writing here 21 down 32. You will be multiplying it with 2 and this, that, and doing the traditional method, and you get the answer. Fine. I'll give you another method. It's some old Japanese method to solve it, right? So 21 and 32. 21, 1, 2, and 1. So this is 21 ka 2 and 1. Okay? Slowly I'm going. So I've made 2, 1, 21. Then comes 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Am I clear to you? 21 into 32. 21, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Just like this. Simple. Now, doing this, lines खींचना तो बहुत आसान होता है, quick हो जाती है. And now mark these points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that the number digit 6 comes here, right? Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 and 1, 2, 3, 3. So 4 and 3 gives you 7 and 1, 2. So here comes 2. So basically 21 into 32 gives you answer 6, 7, 2. Simple and easy. When you get used to of it and drawing the lines quickly, tuck, 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 it becomes easy to understand and easy to do. Well, another example, for sure, I'll give you 3, 4, 34 into 4, 1, 41. Why? Because sometimes that was a simple one, so there was no addition or carry forward, but sometimes it so happens that the dots get added up and you get 2 digits. So you cannot place, as I said, you cannot place 2 digits at one place. Hence, you will see how this number goes. So 34 means 1, 2, 3, and then space 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm drawing slow, so you can also draw these lines with me. Then 41. 1, 2, 3, 4. My lines are not straight. They are taking little curves. And then comes 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So 34 into 41. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 41, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this gives us 12. Okay? 1, 2, 3. This gives us 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we get 16 here, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now, how we are going to put it? This is 4. This is 6. No, sorry. There is 16 plus 3. That is 19. This is 3 and this is 16. So middle one will get added up, 19. So 9 will come here and the 1 will get carried off to here. So it will be 1, 3. So the answer is 1, 3, 9, 4. It's not a quick method of multiplying 34 with 41. Yes, sure. But this is an interesting way of multiplying 34 with 41 because at times you can, you can make things interesting by showing some other tricks of multiplication to your children. And when the children get used to it, then obviously this is really quick. They draw the line quickly, count the digits. They don't have to write. They just count orally, tuck, 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 digit licky, and out with the answer, the product part. So if you have understood this hack, give me the answer for 23 into 33. And for 31 multiplied with 25. I hope you will be able to do it with this method. Use the lines. This is a real sweet method of solving multiplication by the help of lines. (23 into 33) and 31 into 25. Well, I'm rubbing the question for you from here, and I hope you must have written it down, solve, and write it in the comment box. And do keep telling me how you are finding the hacks. So these were certain simple hacks. Now comes another one, wherein the number of 90s multiplied with 90s, and how to do it. Say suppose you have to multiply 97 and 96. Now 97 and 96 we have to compare it with 100. 97 is how much short of 100? 3. 96 is how much short of 100? 4. Right? So you add them up. How much short they are? You get 7. 7 is how much short of 100? Which means 100 minus 7. That is how much? 93. So 7 is 100 minus 7. That gives you 93. Now, what you do is you multiply the digits which you got here, 3 into 4, and you get 12 here. So 3 4s are 12, and you simply put this 12 here, and you get the answer for 97 into 96, and that is 9312. Simple and easy. Similarly, suppose you have to multiply 94 and 96. How will you do? 94 is 6 short. 96 is 4 short of 100. So basically, 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. And 100 minus 10 gives you 90. So that 90 comes here. And 6 into 4 gives us 24. So this 24 goes here and you get the answer as 9024. Great. So many answers are dropping in and I'm just loving it. Well, so this is how you multiply the number of 90s with another number of 90s. Okay, so shall I give you one more example? Say 96 multiplied with 98. Now 96 is how much short of 100? 4. 98 is how much short of 100? 2. So 4 plus 2 is 6. 100 minus 6 gives you 94. And 4 into 2 gives you 8. So since there is just one digit here, you put 08 and you write the 9408. Simple and easy. I hope you must have written this down. So there is a question for you. 94. What will be the answer for 94 multiplied with 95? And I'm giving you just 1 minute to write the answer. Don't go the traditional way. Give me the answer by using the hack, please. What will be the product of 94 into 95? And meanwhile, when you are try solving it and finding it, please remember that do teach your children what is the difference between the sum, the difference, the product, and the quotient. When we add the numbers, we get the answer as sum. When we do the subtraction, we get the answer as difference. When we do the multiplication, we get the answer as product. When we do the division, we get the answer as quotient. Many a times it so happens that there is a question that find the product of 3 and 9. Now the child starts asking, what shall we do with 3 and 9? So if he or she knows the meaning of product, he will simply say that now here, since you have to find the product, that means 3 has to be multiplied with 9 and that will give you product of 3 and 9 as 27. So there are certain fundamental things which you will keep making clear to your children, and mind it and remember. This is my promise to you, and I can assure you that your child will never be scared of maths. So well, you must have found the answer for 94 and 95, the product of 94 and 95. It's not 8911. The 11 has to be subtracted from 100. 89, that is fine. But the last two digits will be the product of the differences which you got from 94 and 95. So just do that once again and you will get the right answer. Well, another thing that I would like to share with you is that there's something called Pythagoras Theorem. Now, for the Pythagoras Theorem, there was a mathematician, Pythagoras, and what he said, that if you take a right angle triangle, that means if one of the angle is 90 degree, then the side which is just opposite to the 90 degree is called as hypotenuse. बहुत सारे बच्चे इसको hypnotuse भी बोलते हैं, but it is not hypnotuse and it is not hypnotize also. It's not some abracadabra. It is hypotenuse. Simple and easy. And the vertical line or the standing line is called as the perpendicular. And the sleeping line is called the base. The sleeping line or the horizontal line. This is the vertical line and this is the horizontal line. The sleeping one is called horizontal, standing one is called as vertical. Yes, please remind your children about the vertical and horizontal. बच्चे अक्सर उसमें भी गलती कर जाते हैं, उनको डिफरेंस याद जल्दी नहीं होता है. तो जब भी आप अपने हाथ के एग्जाम्पल से बच्चों को ये सिखाएंगे कि बच्चों ये है वर्टिकल, ये है हॉरिजॉन्टल, वर्टिकल, हॉरिजॉन्टल, वर्टिकल, हॉरिजॉन्टल. I hope they'll be able to remember it in a much better way than what they will see in the book and remembering the word and all those things. Anyways, so coming to back to Pythagoras theorem, he mentioned this as hypotenuse, perpendicular, and base, and he gave the Pythagoras rule as hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Now, in order for you to remember this, you can remember this as high blood pressure. The H for high, the B for blood, and the P for pressure. So high blood pressure. High is the BP. High, that is H, that is hypotenuse, is the equal to, and BP means the blood pressure. So this way they'll be able to remember, because at times बच्चे ये भी कर जाते हैं, H square plus B square is equal to P square किसी ने लिख दिया, या H square plus P square is equal to B square लिख दिया. तो इतना याद नहीं करना है, bugging up नहीं करना है. You just have to remember that it is high is equal to BP, that is high BP, whatever way. So H square is equal to B square plus P square. And the most common Pythagorean triplet we find is 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3, 4, and what will be the hypotenuse that we are going to get? So we know that hypotenuse square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. Remaining two sides, perpendicular and base, इनके square को add करेंगे. So we get 9 square plus 16. I'm sorry. 3 square is 9, 9 plus 16, and you get 25. And 25 is equal to 5 square. So H square is equal to 5 square, which means H is equal to 5 units, whatever. If it is given in centimeter, this will come in centimeter. If it is given in meter, the answer will also come in meter. Make sure that you remind your children not to forget the units. This is also a very important part of answer. We as teachers do not believe in giving full marks, even if the entire sum is correct and the child has forgotten to write the answer without unit. There will be 1/4 or half, some marks that will be deduced. So make sure, because you can understand the value of units. 5 is not equal to 5 liter, and 5 liter is not equal to 5 kilometer. So automatically it brings to our senses that unit is very important. We cannot say that I have eaten 5 kilometer samosas. I have eaten 5 samosas and I have walked for 5 kilometers, right? So unit holds a very important role. So these are the things which you will remind your children, and you will see that they are finding it really interesting and easy. Now coming to this Pythagoras theorem, the hack which I want to give you is for the children is that in order to find the Pythagorean triplets, like here it was 3, 4, 5. 3 and 4 were the base and perpendicular, and 5 was the hypotenuse. Please remember, hypotenuse is always the greatest side. It is always greater than the base as well as the perpendicular. So this is how it goes like, So in order to understand the hack of it, we need to know that in order to find the Pythagorean triplet, that means the 3 numbers which will qualify for being Pythagorean triplet, that means the hypotenuse, base, and perpendicular criteria are 2m, m square minus 1, and m square plus 1. Suppose you are given any number, say 8. And you have to find the remaining 2 of the triplet. So what you will do, you can simply relate 2m is equal to 8. So m becomes equal to 8 upon 2, that is equal to 4. So m square becomes 16. Therefore, m square minus 1 becomes 15. And m square plus 1 becomes 17. And the Pythagorean triplet will be 8, 15, and 17. That means if you draw a right angled triangle, obviously hypotenuse is the biggest side, the biggest number will go to this hypotenuse, and remaining two sides. We can see here the base is the longer, so we can put this 15 here and this is 8 here, and we will see that 8 square plus 15 square will be equal to hypotenuse square, that is 17 square. It is for little higher grade children, but yes, moms should also be knowing about this. So remember this: 2m, m square minus 1, m square plus 1, and you can find, with the help of 1, you can find the remaining two triplets. And this will qualify the rule of Pythagoras Theorem. Well, so this was another hack that I wanted you all to understand and learn. And now comes the last thing of this session, is that remembering the squares of number from 51 to 59. So from 51 to 59, it is as simple as that. 50 squares means you have to multiply the same number with itself, the number with itself. 51 into 51, 52 into 52, 53 into 53, sorry, 54 into 54, 55 into 55, 56, 57, 58, and 59 into 56, into 57, into 58, and see the magical thing here. You just have to remember the number 2626. So you have to write, you have to start here from 26. Then comes 27. Next, 28. Then comes 29. After that, 30. Then comes 31. Next is 32. Next is 33. And then is 34. And ones are 1, 2 digits. 2 twos are 4. 3 threes are 9. 4 fours are 16. 5 fives are 25. 6 six are 36. 7 sevens are 49. 8 eights are 64. And 9 nines are 81. So I hope that this is something which you must have found interesting and magical. So just remember this, and I hope that you all must have enjoyed learning these hacks with me. Do give your reviews. Do let me know how much you have liked it, and do play with these numbers at home with your children and tell them that yes, truly, maths is fun. So till next session, see you. I hope you all enjoyed it. And once again, a very hearty thanks to Mothers Without Borders Global Group. Thank you, team, and thank you, admins, for giving me this opportunity to make mathematics fun. Thank you. See you.